What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Unplayable. We talked about a bunch of spoilers in the last video, and we have yet more. So we're going to talk about them right now. I'm here with David. Wow, I can't even say your name. I'm here with David and Jay.
He's all choked up.
We lost one.
Just getting emotional about the spoilers over there.
Spoilers and losing Jim.
And losing Jim.
It's a blow. All right. First card is Mandalorian Armor. It's a 2-cost blue upgrade. Attached to a non-vehicle unit. When played, if attached unit is a Mandalorian, give a shield token to it. And it is also gives them +1/+3.
I think this card's pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A 2-cost +1/+3 and a shield. That's pretty nice. I like this card a lot.
How good is this on Boba Fett?
I don't know.
Wait, is Boba Fett Mandalorian traded? Maybe he's not.
In the first set, he's not.
Okay, maybe he's not.
The second set one is.
Got it. Wait, is he? I think he's just Underworld.
He's just Underworld.
Okay, never mind.
He's just Underworld.
He's not Mandalorian, I guess. So Sabine, blue Sabine.
Sabine. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
that's pretty spicy.
I'm digging that.
Okay.
More reason to play blue Sabine.
Blue Sabine's fun. This is pretty sweet.
Yeah, even if that's just like Sabine unit, just getting to go crazy.
Yeah.
If only they gave her the Force trait.
Yeah.
Too bad Ahsoka came out too late.
That would just be gross. Force throws, like, oh gosh.
Oh, that'd be disgusting. Please stop. Make it stop.
I do like seeing all the Mandalorian synergy coming together, like the Foundling upgrade that we hit in the last video.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, all right.
We're starting to
no
see
Rebel
it come together.
But I see what they're doing.
I mean, yeah, you could play Foundling on Boba Fett.
Yeah, there you go.
And then play this on Boba Fett. And then put Boba Fett's armor on Boba Fett.
Then you get played bamboozled. And you're sad.
I mean, like, all of these cards seem like a Voltron fan's dream. David, is that true?
Yep.
I might have to make a Mandalorian Chirrut deck. I might have to do it.
Give him Foundling,
that's
make
so
Chirrut.
Yep. It's going to be
so
insane.
Sick.
Yep.
I can't wait.
And you can play, and you get to play Force or a lightsaber in that deck because he's a Force.
He really needs a jetpack so the blind Chirrut can be flying around. And
yes.
doing his thing.
That's amazing. All right.
Are you ever really blind if you're one with the Force? I don't think you are.
That's very philosophical. All right, let's move on and talk about Vambrace Grapple Shot. It is
Man, we are getting some upgrades.
Seriously.
Lots of upgrades.
Lots of them. 2-cost, blue upgrade, attached to non-vehicle unit. Attached unit gains on attack, exhaust the defender.
Man.
+2/+2.
Hold on.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Oh, wait, never mind. Okay. Attach. Okay, I see. I was like, wait, when you attach this, you exhaust them? Because then in Mando, you could exhaust 2 things, if that's what it... But it's
on attack. Yeah. But it is pretty good, though. It's still, especially on Mando, it's pretty sweet. Because, like, when you play this, you get to exhaust something. And then if you're playing this on Mando, every time he attacks, you get to exhaust something too.
Well, you get...
Which is,
you
but I guess it's the
defender
specifically.
That's what I'm like. Is that good? Because I feel like if you're...
less valuable.
How often are you attacking something that's going to live... That you've now buffed? It has higher attack, but you're not going to... I mean, probably like Vader, but... It's
cool on Boba Fett, like unit Boba Fett, because you get to exhaust it and then trigger his ability. That's pretty sweet.
There it is. There it is.
How much damage can you deal?
More reason to make Boba Fett.
You can deal 8 damage or something, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can do...
That's pretty sweet.
A lot of damage.
I mean, Boba unit smokes Vader when he deploys. You just go...
Now you have 2 ways to do it. This and Boba's armor, or Boba's jetpack, or whatever the heck card it was.
Wow.
Was it his jetpack? No, his armor.
Yeah.
We don't have a jetpack.
Armor,
yeah, no, that's Destiny days.
That's Destiny.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, that's cool.
That's a cool
I'm trying to think
interaction.
of other
Boba
situations
unit,
that you want to exhaust something too, right? So like maybe you have a big grit unit that can't quite kill something, but you want to exhaust the big thing and take the damage.
That's cool.
So like thinking Chewie, like attacking into something that's like huge, that's threatening to kill you, and then you exhaust it and take the damage.
Okay.
All right, hear me out. You make Chewie a Foundling, and then you put the Mandalorian armor and the Vambrace Grapple Shot on Chewie.
Oh.
Yep.
And you're chilling.
Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking.
Except the Mandalorian armor gives them a shield, and you want that grit action.
Yeah.
So
they need. What would be sick would be a card like Ewing Reinforcement, but for upgrades.
Yeah.
Like either like search the top whatever cards in your deck, or like maybe even like search your discard pile and just play a bunch of upgrades at once. That'd be really sick.
Well, like this is the way you get to grab 2 upgrades for 1. it's slower than U-Wing, but like if you have 7 resources and you play that,
That's true.
You essentially get to play both of them.
That's true. All right. Let's talk about the next card. Tusken Raiders playing basketball. It is Fell the Dragon. Defeat a non-leader unit with 5 or more power and it costs 4. I didn't say it costs 4. Also, it's blue. I didn't say it was blue either. I got too distracted by the art. This is in reference to one of our podcast episodes where Jay pointed that out. This card should have been called Pass the Rock.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
so perfect.
I need this in hyperspace. Like I bought 3 hyperspace Death Troopers, even though I don't care about that stuff that much because I
This
just
is
thought,
the one.
this is going to be the one for set 2, and it's
Perfect.
I have to
Do you
own
think in
3
the extended art
hyperspaces.
you can see the hoop behind the other guys?
Yeah, and the Monstars,
absolutely.
Duncan behind Michael Jordan. Wow,
Well, how good is this card?
so good.
It's
See you later, Avenger.
the same cost as Takedown, except instead of 5 or less HP, it's 5 or more power.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it's pretty
more
similar
relevant?
on power level as Takedown. It's just a meta call on what units are
Kills fire sprays.
sort of better to kill one way or the other. One other factor about Takedown is that you can work away at an opponent's unit and bring it down to 5 or less health. It's a lot harder to, bring a unit's power up above 5.
right.
Yep. Because I guess
So
is it better than Vanquish at being 1 less? Right. That's the only difference. It's just
I think that's why it's 1 less, is because it's more situational.
Yeah.
Well, obviously it's
Right.
more situational than Vanquish because there's no
There's no condition.
situation for that. But I still think it's pretty good. Obviously, you want to see this one later in the game, whereas Takedown you want to see earlier in the game, which is interesting. So it just depends on what your deck probably suffers most. So like if you're weaker early and you need more answers for the early game, then Takedown would be better. Whereas this, if you want later game like removal against Avengers and stuff, then you play this. Takedown also like kills turret, and this doesn't. So
True.
I think it might be worse than Takedown.
Yeah,
but I
Takedown
think
doesn't
it's
kill.
still very
Takedown
good.
kills leaders, and this,
Yep.
Yeah.
just that fact alone, I think makes Takedown more powerful than this.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But
And
I do
if you're
think this is
worried
good.
about
Like you might see
big-
a split.
if you're worried about big units, like why not just take Vanquish at 5? I don't feel like I would
That's
want
true.
to take this over Vanquish.
So does this not have a place?
I mean, obviously in limited, you're gonna see you don't have Vanquish and Takedown in
I
limited,
mean,
so
just play them all.
Yeah, I mean maybe you're playing.
Vanquish,
I don't.
Takedown, and
I
Fell.
feel like you don't play this over Takedown, and you probably also don't play it over Vanquish. So I feel like maybe I don't know. In the right metagame, maybe you are playing this over Vanquish, but I don't know. Vanquish is so flexible,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a
if
weird
this
one.
hit leaders, it'd be really good.
Yeah, that'd be nutty.
It'd probably be way too good, I think.
Yeah, for 4 for sure. Even at 5, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
But all right, we're gonna move on and talk about the Outland Vanguard. It's a 2-cost green villain space unit. It's a 2/1 Imperial vehicle fighter. With when played, you may give an experience token to another unit that costs 3 or less.
First of all, the hyperspace of this is gonna look so good
Yes,
with that
This
white behind it.
looks
That's
sick.
gonna look real nice.
The art is great.
I mean, it's more Imperial and it's in green, so more Tarkin shenanigans, which is cool.
The issue is
the cost is awkward.
right. Like this
The
is
cost is
why
a little awkward.
General Tag it doesn't see a lot of play because you don't want it's a 2 cost, but you don't want it first turn.
You know, I've been talking with a friend of mine that was big into the LCG and I would consider a good card gamer. I've been talking with him and the guy that's in the TTI league that are both running double green Tarkin. And they seem to think that Tag is actually a good turn 2 play. Like, you play any Imperial turn 1, you play Tag turn 2 as a 2/3,
Oh,
give
and
an
shield it.
experience
He's a
to the
2/2.
thing.
Sorry, and
Or 2/2,
Oh,
whatever.
sure.
Yeah.
And then you give an experience to whatever you played first turn, and then also use Tarkin to give an experience to the thing you played on the first turn. And that's what they're doing on their like hyper aggro version of the deck. And it's an official, so when you play Royal Guard the following turn, you can play Royal Guard, has Sentinel, and you can use Tarkin again.
it's kind of cool.
So I don't know how that relates to this, but
So I mean, if that's true, then I guess you just equate this to like a space version of that.
Yeah.
But you can give your experience token to anything. Anything, because the card that you played first turn obviously costs 3 or less.
Right. So I don't think it's terrible.
Interesting.
It's probably not as good as Tag, because Tag has a big higher ceiling that like later in the game you can give it up to 3.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still a similar concept.
Interesting. That's cool. I don't know if I have too much else to say about this card.
Nope.
All right. Let's move on. All right. We lost Jay, but we have some Remnant Reserves. It's a 4-cost green villain event. Search the top 5 cards of your deck for up to 3 units, reveal them, and draw them. What you think? You got some Remnant Reserves behind you.
I've got some Remnant Reserves behind me. Hold on a second. All right, Remnant Reserves.
Yeah, what do you think about this?
4 cost, potentially 3 units, but potentially 1 unit. Or 0.
I mean, I feel like you build your deck with, with a lot of units in it. I imagine like, I feel like this goes in the same deck as like Vader unit goes in, where it's kind of like that green plus probably blue, like soft control, mostly units in that deck anyway. When you get to the late game, your opponent's playing a harder control deck than you, then you can draw 3 cards for 4 and then just keep the threats coming. I don't know. Maybe it's even a sideboard card in like a Boba Green deck, right? Like that kind of thing too. I don't know. I'm suspicious of the value. Yeah. I feel like drawing 3 cards for 4 resources seems pretty decent.
Yeah, but again, you're not guaranteed it. So would you pay 4 for 2 cards?
I already don't play mission briefing, so probably not.
Yeah. So I don't like it. I don't like it, but I could see a very niche matchup where this could be a sideboard thing. I'm just thinking like Super Laser Blast, people like Emperor's Legion. Maybe this can go in against those decks too. Of just, all right, you killed all my stuff. I'm gonna make sure I have a ton more stuff to play.
Yeah, it's a weird one to evaluate.
It's gonna remain in my reserves, in my binder.
I love it. All right, let's move on to the next one. We've got Warzone Lieutenant. It's a 1-cost 2/2 green ground unit, and it's a trooper. And that's it.
There you go.
That's all it is.
What more do you need?
Yeah, it looks like an 80s action hero.
It's a nice limited card.
There aren't very many vanilla cards in this game in general.
Right. And we just talked about General Tag. This could get buffed by Tag. So if you have 2 troopers, 2 of these guys, or this and something else, or I don't know, maybe the Stormtrooper, the Death Star from the first set, drop a Tag, make those real big.
That's pretty cool. It's an interesting strategy. All right. Let's talk about the next one. We've got a Curax Heavy Fighter. It's a 4-cost 3/3. It's a green space unit, and it's a vehicle fighter with Overwhelm. And on attack, you may exhaust another friendly unit. If you do, this unit gets +3/+0 for this attack.
When the X-Wing miniatures game was around, the Curax was in there. And of all the ships in the game, this is the one I never played, not a single time. And I have a feeling it'll be the same.
But David, Wedge.
Oh, Wedge! Wait, no, Wedge. This card is broken. It actually is sweet to have Overwhelm if you're giving it ambush.
Overwhelm and ambush in Wedge's color. And you can exhaust another unit when it attacks to get +3/+0. So you've got you're overwhelming for 7 in space.
Live the dream. You can play Patrolling V-Wing to draw a card.
There
it's
you
a 1/1.
go.
You don't care about exhausting that. They're not going to kill that,
Well, now it's a 2/2. So.
Oh, now they're going to kill it.
This feels like a draft card to me for sure. Maybe there's some other play that you can do with it, but a 3/3 for 4 just seems really bad.
Yeah, you could save this for the if you do have ECL, you could drop this to kill a fire spray. Apparently today all I care about is killing. But
you have to you still have to exhaust another friendly unit.
But it could be in the ground, right?
Yeah, but then you don't get to use that unit.
It's true.
So I don't know. I don't see it. Let's move on to Discerning Veteran, a 5-cost green ground unit, 3/4 bounty hunter. With when played, this unit captures an enemy non-leader ground unit.
First of all, that looks like
it's like Plo Koon.
Plo Koon. They couldn't even give him the name. He's just a veteran.
Well, he's a bounty hunter.
Yep.
He's the same species.
Okay, so he comes at 5. I was thinking about the Cantina Bouncer.
Okay, sure.
Comes at 5, and it's a 3/5. It puts it back to their hand. This is a 3/4, and it puts it under. It
still removes it from play. So in like Green Boba, you can play this, capture the thing, ready a resource with Boba, flip Boba, attack with Boba, ready 2 more. Play your 3-cost card that captures another thing. Like, I don't know. It's interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
The stats aren't like super exciting.
Nope.
But being able to capture a unit is kind of neat.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Traitorous at the same cost too, at 5.
Yeah. Because
what are you capturing when you want to play this?
You're capturing their Chilton. Oh, that's gross. They get it back and it's just a 2/2.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Maybe, yeah, sure. You put this in the Chilton matchup sideboard. That's pretty sweet. This will be great in limited and draft and sealed. Really Absolutely. Like that.
Yeah, I feel like anytime you get removal, regardless of whether or not it's permanent removal on a unit, it's worth paying attention to.
Yep.
All right, that's Discerning Veteran. We're going to talk about the next card, which is Legal Authority. It's a 2-cost green upgrade. It says attached to a friendly unit. When played, attached unit captures an enemy non-leader unit with less power than it, and it gives that unit +2 toughness or health or whatever. Mm-hmm. +2 health. This card seems really good.
Question about capture. You can't capture across arenas, can you?
You can, unless it says otherwise.
So if I have like a Battlefield Marine and you have an A-Wing, I could play Legal Authority on my Battlefield Marine and it captures the A-Wing?
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. I agree that it's weird, but yes, you can.
Yeah. It does seem like a pretty efficient way to deal with aggro decks for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, like you put this on your Chirrut and you get to capture something and then Chirrut just doesn't leave play and he gets +2 health.
Chirrut seems pretty cool.
I mean, just like, I don't know. It's hard to remove leaders, and this makes it harder to remove a leader because it gives it +2 health and lets you capture your opponent's unit there, as long as it has less power, of course. But just seems like a really efficient way to deal with a unit.
Yeah,
and you get another benefit on top of it.
Yeah, I like it.
That's pretty cool. Okay, next card is Outflank. It's a 1-cost green card. It's an event, and it's just simply attack with 2 units.
1 at a time.
Yeah, so Rebel Assault, but not locked to Rebels and doesn't give you an extra 2 power.
Yeah, so villains can now run this. Maybe there's... because we haven't seen a lot of villain aggro decks yet. I think we were just talking about Tarkin. I think Tarkin likes to see stuff like this.
Yeah, there are times... Like, it matters a lot, like that action compression. That's like super relevant. So there are times where this will just win you the game. There are times where this will do literally nothing. So I think that like you have to be playing a deck where you want to be ideally attacking with 2 big units with this.
Yeah. I definitely think this has a place. I think you could see this in Boba decks even.
Yeah, it's actually that's interesting because it only costs 1 too, so it's easy to like fit it in. Yeah, interesting card. It'll be cool to see where this actually goes. In draft, I think it's pretty interesting too.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, next card is Incinerator Trooper. It's a 2-cost 2/2. It's just villainous, and it's a ground unit, Imperial and Trooper. And while attacking, this unit deals combat damage before the defender. So it's like a little mini Han with no ambush.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I think if this does see play, this makes playing anything with 2 health already. It's already hard to do that because of super laser tech and ambush shenanigans. This would make it even harder if there is a deck like that. I could see this again, not to keep on the Tarkin train, but Tarkin being able to buff this thing and make it bigger and just have this kind of unit that doesn't lead play, and anything you play gets smoked. It's pretty sweet that you could follow this up with a Snow Trooper Lieutenant in a aggro build, and
I mean, if you're going first, like you play this turn 2, you use your Snow Trooper Lieutenant to kill whatever your opponent played, and then you have a resource left over for Tarkin to give an experience out to somebody. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Interesting card.
Yeah.
All right, next one. We're flying through these. Next one is Protector of the Throne, 3-cost hero ground unit. It's a 2/4 Mandalorian. While this unit is upgraded, it gains Sentinel.
Yeah, next time Jake complains about, it's D-House isn't here, so it's going to be so much faster, you just remind him of this, okay? All right, while he's upgraded. So, obviously, Mandalorians want to be upgraded, and you want to do lots of this stuff. 3 cost, 2/4 Sentinel. Situationally.
I'm not that excited about it.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that great. Because if I'm playing a Sentinel, I want it to be right now.
Okay, if you give this the Mandalorian armor, then it's pretty sweet. Because then it becomes a 3/7 with a shield and Sentinel.
Okay. Yeah.
But it probably is not on the turn that you're playing this.
Right. It would. Yeah.
So.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe some interesting things that you can do with it generally, but yeah. I think, a lot of these like single aspect colors are, especially like the hero only and villain only cards are like pretty simple. Mm-hmm. Anything else?
No.
All right. Next card is Mandalorian Warrior. It is a fully neutral 3-cost ground unit. It is a 3/3, and when played, you may give an experience token to another Mandalorian unit.
First thing I gotta ask, what's he spraying? Like, is he? That looks like Windex. He looks like he's in a room. He's like in a hospital.
For sure,
he's cleaning
the windows.
He's neutral, so he's not in the fight at all. He's just like, hey, I'm just the cleaning guy. Because I mean, Mandalore had to have facilities teams, right? Like janitors. And
this guy's definitely on it.
The Mandalorian janitor,
for sure.
Hey, thank you for your service, Mandalorian Warrior janitor. Okay, I mean, experience token.
I kind of think this is
great for limited.
Decent.
I don't know. Tell me why you think it's decent.
Yeah, I think it's decent. I think like it just on the stats, it's like 3 cost for 4/4 if you have a Mandalorian out. So it's like you play a Mandalorian turn 1, you play this turn 2, you give your other unit an experience. So it's kind of like Wing Leader, but it only gives 1 experience, but it's a 3/3 instead of a 2/1.
Okay, that's a fair argument. We play Wing Leader.
So, I don't know. If there are enough 2-cost Mandalorians that are worth playing, this is pretty interesting alongside that.
Yeah, I mean, even just the one we just looked at, Protector of the Throne, you drop that, it's going to be weird timing because it's a 3. But if you follow up the Protector of the Throne with the Mandalorian Warrior, and now it's a 3/5 with Sentinel, okay, all right. Yeah, maybe it's decent. Yeah. The Mandalorian shell is still an enigma to me. Yeah.
But it is a little hard to wrap your brain around at the moment.
But every deck needs a janitor, so it'll probably find a way.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. And the last card that we're going to talk about is Rich Reward. It is a 1-cost upgrade. Attached unit gains bounty. Give an experience token to each of up to 2 units. Cost 1. What do you think?
Pay 1 for experience to each of up to 2 units. So you couldn't double up experience tokens onto 1 unit.
Yeah, unfortunately not. This card seems terrible.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I think this is just strictly a draft card.
I think it would have to be free for me to consider that.
How is this
an
not free?
Yeah, because you have to kill a unit, which means you might have to fight with a unit, so you might lose a unit just to try to trigger this. The hopes of getting
Metal Ceremony is free.
Yeah,
I feel like this should be free.
Yeah, this is too.
But I guess 2 experience tokens are worth more than 1 shield if they're valuing it like that. I don't know. It's also like neutral, so you wouldn't want it to be like too good.
Put it in any deck, sure.
Yeah, not the most exciting card to end on, but we're gonna end on that one because that is all we got. So hope everybody enjoyed watching this, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.